I'm Dan Galusha and welcome to another edition of Shoot and Plink. Today we're going to be doing some testing using the Winchester 1977, and we're going to compare the penetration of a wad cutter pellet, in fact we're using an RWS hobby one, to a standard BB. And by using this we can shoot both out of it. So we're going to use the same gun, the same amount of pumps. We're going to use 5 pumps. I've already got a pellet loaded, and we'll pump it up 5 times. And what we're going to shoot at are these right here. And I've got them marked. This one's P for pellet, so we know what we're going to be shooting at. These are identical cardboard thicknesses, identical cans because they're the same brand, they're a vegetable can, and we're going to insert a plastic bottle. So we're going to see if it'll go through it all or not, and what the wad cutter will do as opposed to what the BB is going to do. So anyway, let me set these down there, and then we're going to shoot at them and we're going to compare them. Alright, I've got you zoomed in down here, and the pellet is on the left, by the way, and that's the one we're going to shoot at first. We're shooting from the air gun range of 10 meters. So we're going to shoot at the cardboard, right at the middle of it, and then we'll take the BB and do it. Okay, it definitely hit it. And now we're going to put a BB in. I'm going to put 5 pumps into it. Alright, now that one's going to be on the right. Okay, now let's go down and get them, and we're going to compare them. Alright, went down and got them. And let's take a look at the pellet first. It went through, right through here. It did not come out the back at all. It went right through here. That's the cardboard. It went through the can right here, put a pretty good dent in the can, and this, I think it must have hit this the way it looks and just creased it, did not go into it, and the pellet is still inside. There's no dent that I can see on the outside of the can, so it did not go all the way through the can, but it did make it through, and it hit the bottle, but it didn't go through the bottle. It must have hit it just side. I mean, that's the way it looks to me. You can see it right here. It just came through and it dented it, and that was it. That was the wad cutter pellet. Now, we're going to take a look at the BB. Here's the, here's where it went through, and by golly, it either dented, we're going to have to take a look, but it came through the can, must have come all the way through the can, because there is a dent back here. I think you can see that. And this is the BB, like I said. Okay, the bottle, I don't really see where it went through the bottle, but it must have, but it looked like it kind of glanced off the side of it. Maybe it hit here, or here it is. Alright, it did. It went all the way through the bottle, because here's the hole right here. The hole's right here, and here's the out hole right there. So it went all the way through the bottle, and it definitely went all the way through the can. Here's where it went through right here, and here's where it came out. So the BB had better penetration than the pellet. And just for the heck of it, let's try that pellet again, and I'll turn it around and we'll just see if it'll work different. I don't know, I can't believe it, but that wad cutter pellet did not go through and get through the cardboard like the BB did. The BB went all the way through. So let's try it and we'll see. Okay, I've turned the can the other way, and I've turned the bottle around so that it's got different sides, and I'll put 5 pumps into this. Okay, there's 5 pumps. And now we're gonna see what this pellet will do this time. Okay, it definitely hit it, and it hit the bottle. You could hear that. So let's go down and get it. All right, and just come back, and definitely a good clear hole right there. You can see it, but there is no exit hole. So it did not go all the way through the can. It definitely hit here. There's where it hit on the bottle. It did not go through the bottle. It just went right there, and that was it. Just stopped. On the can, well, it made a good hole in the can, but that was it. There is no exit hole. In fact, the only hole is the one that was in there before, and but it hit right there. And it's kind of funny because there was a red spot which I was going to use for a target, and I hit that doggone spot on there, and it was all hidden. But anyway, it actually looks like the BB had better penetration than the pellet. The pellet made a bigger hole. I will say that. You can see that it made a bigger hole because compared to the BB, you can see the two entrance holes there, and the BB so made a smaller hole, but it went with 5 pumps on both of them. It went all the way through. You know, kind of strange, but perhaps it's because it's a wad cutter, it's flat, and that's basically what you're probably going to be using when you're plinking, because you're not going to use the round points necessarily for plinking, and that's why I use the wad cutter. And anyway, it shows that the BB can do a lot more damage than you think, but it's just a smaller hole. That's all there is to it. Anyhow, we use the Winchester to do it, the multi-pump Winchester. And as you could tell, we used 5 pumps on both of them, and it worked the same way both times on the on that pellet. And so no sense in trying to do it with the BB again. But anyhow, just wanted to do it for an experiment. 5 pumps, identical gun, identical targets, and that's what we wanted to use, just the pellets against the BBs. And it looked like, as far as penetration goes, BBs won. As far as damage goes, for the can anyway, and bigger hole, that was the pellet. I couldn't stand it, just for the heck of it. Put 5 pumps into this thing with the BB, got the target set up again, so let's shoot it. Well, here it is. It went through the cardboard. Not as big a hole this time, though. And it went through the can. And I think it hit the bottle. But the BB's inside the can. There's no dent on the outside. So that it did go all the way through here. Just a smaller hole in here. So did about the same. Just did not go all the way through like before, where it actually come out the back, but still made a pretty good showing of itself. So until next time, shoot safe and have a great day of plinking.